So we just out here asking random people random questions about relationships, politics, and we're just trying to see what we come up with. So we'll see who stops and who don't, right? Should women worry about why do women worry about a pay gap if they want their man to make more money anyway?
It's all about equality, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, sure, some women may want their husbands to make more money than they do, and that's completely fine. It's up to their personal choice. But I think it all boils down to men and women being equal in that sense, because women not making enough money shows that men are superior to them in that way, and I don't think that's okay. I think that they should.
They should be able to? You agree with that?
Yeah. Of course you do. No original guys.
What was I forgot my next question. That was funny. That made me forget my next question. What was it? No, Should men be able to ditch their traditional gender roles like women have in society?
I feel like in today's day and age, you do see a lot more of those reversed roles, like women being in higher paying jobs than men. I think that's a-okay. Like, hell, my girlfriend's in med school right now, and in the end, she'll probably be making more than me. I'm in the Army. I don't make shit.
Okay.
And I'm completely
Congratulations, by
fine.
the way.
Thank you. I'm completely fine with that. I think it just all boils down to the world is a constantly changing place, and it's one of those adapt or die situations.
How you doing today?
Good.
Again, like I said, we ask the question again. We just ask random people random questions about politics and gender roles.
Okay.
And today we asked them, why do women worry about the pay gap if they want their man to make more money anyway? You have an opinion about that?
Oh, well, I work full time in nonprofit.
Okay.
So I worry about what I can bring in, and I can't plan on anybody else supporting me.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, let's say men do ditch their traditional roles. Does that limit their dating pool, since women want a man to provide anyway?
That's a pretty good question, actually. I feel like it could limit, because you could kind of look at it in a way that what would this guy bring to the table, rather than I provide X, Y, and Z for you. It's more of like, I want you to work for me. I feel like it could limit, but then again, there's a fish in the sea for everybody.
Most definitely.
I think it just depends on the person, really. Like, hell, I've always believed in, like, you do your thing, I do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're doing your thing and it's working for you, I'm proud of you, man.
I totally
like,
get it.
You inspire me, bro.
I totally get it.
It's really whatever you like, I feel like.
I didn't say that again.
It's like whatever you like whatever interests you, whatever you find the most, like, if your girl is like a doctor and then the man is working in nonprofit per se, he's obviously not making as much, but it's what he likes to do.
As long as he's happy, as long as they're happy. Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So you agree with that as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Why do women worry about a pay gap if they want their man to make more money anyway?
Because not all women have men, I guess.
Okay, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Should men be able to ditch their traditional gender roles like women have? Like they want us to provide and things like that. Should we be able to ditch that like their traditional roles? And why?
Here's what I think. I think there's men on all types of the spectrum.
Okay.
And if they find the woman that they agree with on that spectrum, they can deal with it however they like.
Okay, that sounds good.
So if they're traditional, they should look for a traditional woman.
Okay.
If they're not traditional, they would look for a non-traditional woman.
Okay. Now, would that limit?
To each their own, basically.
Yeah, definitely. If a man does go away from his traditional options, if in today's society, women want their man to make more money, and if he goes away from his traditional options, does that limit his dating pool?
No.
Not at all.
No, it's demand and control.
Okay.
It's demand. What is it called? Demand, supply and demand.
Okay.
Women usually can. Sometimes whatever women need is what men become.
Okay.
And then women will realize that's not what they need, and then men will not become that.
Okay.
So right now, I think we're just like at a point where we're at the pinnacle of what women think they need.
Okay.
And then men become, but then they realize that's not what we need.
So
it's like, it's like balancing out. Sometimes we go all the way down, and it goes
Kinda
up,
go back up.
and now it's balancing out.
So
I think.
men always have to reinvent themselves, basically, to I guess whenever they get out of a relationship and get into one, they can't be that same way. They always have to reinvent themselves from woman to woman, basically, or relationship to relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I feel like men are more, as much as they want to be leaders, sometimes they follow what the woman wants.
Yes,
Because
makes sense.
all men need is just peace of mind. And if their woman is happy, they're happy.
Real simplistic.
Yeah.
Okay, real simplistic. Y'all get that?
Yeah.
Simple.
So it's like she wanted to come to the plaza today.
Okay.
And I made her think that I wanted to come to the plaza today. So now we're here.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds real good. That was the
But-
perfect answer. The perfect answer. I appreciate that, y'all. For real, man. Thank you. We're out here today asking people random questions about politics and gender roles. And one of the questions that we're asking is, why do women worry about a pay gap if they want their man to make more money? And the answers have been funny, they've been surprising, some been more serious, but I appreciate everybody who has taken time to give their opinion. So let's go.
Everybody's situation is different at home, and some people, I think it just depends on what you want to bring to the table individually. If you as a man feel like you can, I don't know, I have a 2-year-old son, and I feel like I show up for my son just as much as my wife does.
Okay.
Every single day. And when it turns up to, man, that's a loaded question.
And that's why we asked it.
Yeah. I just try to personally show up, and I feel like it should be 50-50 no matter what, equal. We live in a new age today. It's not 1950 where men run the show like that and women are at home doing everything. Women still go to work, and it's too expensive to be
Exactly.
just one breadwinner. Everybody should
Yes.
be sharing it, and
Yes.
it should be a communal effort.
But should women be able to complain about a pay gap if they want their men to earn more money anyway?
That situation dictates as well. I feel like it depends on the job and place. Like if you go into the WNBA, it comes into viewership and stuff like that. But when you go into other jobs, I feel like in many cases women are paid the same as men. And modern day, it's just that's not as relevant today to me. It doesn't seem like. I don't know.
If men did ditch their traditional gender roles, would that limit their dating options?
Yeah, honestly, because some women want to be showered in fucking everything. They want
sir.
they want to be the prize and just want to show up and be taken care of and whatever. And
Yes, sir.
it's just not realistic for the modern man to be
Yes,
able to
sir.
handle that.
100%, especially in this economy with everything
No
being
shot.
double, triple. I totally understand.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, man. Why do men worry? Why do women worry about a pay gap if they want their men to make more money anyway?
I mean, honestly, that's a good question, but I don't have that feeling,
Okay.
Like if my man is like working hard and like, taking care of the family,
Yes.
like I'm happy with that.
That sounds
So,
good. That sounds good. Well, that leads me to my next question.
Okay.
Should men be able to ditch traditional gender roles like women have through society?
I think so, yeah. I mean, if you have like a wife that is a breadwinner and like has worked her way up, in the corporate world and he stays at home with the kids, absolutely. I feel
Okay.
like
And knowing what women want and what they say about they want a man to make a lot of money, things like that, does that limit a man's dating options if he does ditch his traditional roles?
I mean, it could maybe affect that.
Potentially. So it's like a half and
yes.
half. You got that kind of toss up, right?
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I want to know.
Okay.
I thank you. I appreciate
you're
that.
welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
As we were moving to another spot, I seen this girl here. She was with the baby. So I thought she was a little older because she was facing away from us. But then when she turned around and I asked her age, she told me she was about 18. But I had already engaged, so I decided to ask her the question anyway. In society, they always say a man's supposed to provide. And a man's supposed to, give, to women, make sure she has everything she needs. But women don't seem to have to cook, clean anymore, right? So should men be able to ditch their traditional roles as providing, like women have ditched their roles in cooking and cleaning?
I don't know.
I mean, because the reason we ask that, because we notice in society that, like I said, a lot of men want a woman that's going to cook, clean, provide, wash the clothes and things like that. But a lot of women don't want to do that. They feel like it's called submitting. I know you heard that word before, right? But at the same time, it's almost like a man, or do you think a man is a slave to his gender role since he has to provide and the woman doesn't? Or she doesn't have to stay into her, her mode, but he still has to stay in his regardless. Would you call that a slave to your gender role? You don't know? It's a toss up?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. If you have stayed and enjoyed this video up to this point, please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll really help me out. And I appreciate it in advance. And until next time.